Something that happened in Boruto chapter 20 really caught my attention, and even though I did like a 16-minute review, which I will have in the description below, I haven't mentioned this thing, and I want to talk about it now. We might see Boruto's Jougan and Boruto's Seal, or at least one of those two, in the next 1 or 2 chapters of the Boruto manga. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So first of all, I'm gonna talk about Boruto's Jougan, because I think the chances of us seeing the Jougan are much higher than, you know, us seeing the Seal in the next chapter or in the next 2 chapters. So first of all, Boruto's Dojutsu, Jougan, is very mysterious. We don't know many things about it. We know that the animator of Boruto confirmed that, you know, this eye is connected to the Otsutsuki dimension. It can sense negative emotions. It can see the chakra points. It was clearly shown in the Nue arc. And, you know, it's like, if you remember when Boruto and Kagura were fighting against Shizuma, when Boruto was wielding the Mizukage's sword, his eye activated for a second. Now, a lot of people speculate that it happened so it like appeared because it wanted to help Boruto, because when you wield that sword, you know, it takes out a lot of chakra from you. And at first, many people were like, why is he able to wield this sword? It's not realistic. But maybe it's because of the Jougan. Maybe Jougan activates when Boruto's low on chakra. Of course, Boruto was low on chakra many times in the Boruto anime, but the Jougan never appeared. The point is, it's very mysterious, like the entire Jougan situation. Now, at the end of the 20th chapter, Boruto took the scientific sword, I don't know how to call it, people like to call it lightsaber. You basically get the drill, and it was stated a couple of chapters ago, I think it was in the 18th chapter, I'm not really sure, but anyway, it was stated that this sword takes out a lot of chakra from you. So it's not like this hacks weapon that anybody can use all the time. And there, I think you got the point. If his eye activated when he was wielding the Mizukage sword, it might activate now. Not to mention that we're like 20 chapters into the manga, and these chapters have 40 pages. Normal Naruto chapters had 20, so we can almost say that we would, if it was Naruto chapters, we would be 40 chapters in. And apart from the first chapter where Boruto is fighting against Kawaki, we haven't seen the Jougan in the manga, and I think it's about time that, you know, we really need to see it. Now, I'm gonna mention Boruto's seal, the one that he has on his hand, for a second. I'm not so sure that we're gonna see it, but I'm gonna explain why that's also possible. So, a couple of chapters ago, when Boruto was fighting against Shojoji, he tried to do the Rasengan, and basically the Rasengan was kind of absorbed, that's how it looked, by the seal, I guess. Of course, these are all assumptions because we have no info about Boruto's seal. At least we know something about the Jougan, but still, Jougan and Boruto's seal are very mysterious things. And, you know, Shojoji, I don't want to say he was only used so, you know, Kara could be introduced, but basically that was his main point. You know, at the end of the fight when he was captured, when he saw the seal of Boruto, he immediately thought of Kara, and that's when we saw the entire organization and the inner members of the organization. So, if you think about it, I can't remember the exact number of the chapter. That happened a couple of chapters ago. And, you know, I just feel like if, in Boruto time, right? This didn't happen a long time ago. Because after Shojoji, you know, a couple of chapters passed and all that. But, you know, we are waiting for it for months. But really, as I said, in Boruto time, that's nothing. So, we might see the seal again. Because, Boruto will probably fight against Ao in the next chapter, or in the next, maybe we're gonna see it in the 22nd chapter. Now, even in the 20th chapter, when Boruto did the Rasengan, I was like, is the seal going to absorb it? But no, it didn't. Obviously, it looks like this will be the final fight between Boruto and Ao. Because obviously they fought in the last chapter, Konohamaru was there and the rest of the Team 7, and in the next chapter, you know, we might see Katasuke and Boruto going up against him. I don't know, because Katasuke in the 20th chapter said that he wants to be the one who's gonna, sacrifice himself or whatever. I wonder if Sarada and Mitsuki are just gonna go to deliver the USB scroll thing to the village or whatever. Anyway, I don't want to, talk about these things right now. In conclusion, we might see Boruto's Jougan and the Boruto seal in the next 1 or 2 chapters of the manga. I place my bet on Boruto's Jougan personally, and if we don't see the Jougan, if we don't see Boruto's seal, then I don't know, then fuck everything then. Anyway, that was your boy Hokage. Twitter and Discord links are in the description below, as well as the Boruto chapter 20 review. If you haven't seen it, you're gonna have it in the description. I mean, I'm just gonna put it on the end screen, which you will click in the next like 10 seconds. That was your boy Hokage. Thanks for watching. If you're into Boruto, consider subscribing. Let me know what you think about my predictions, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.